Police discovered him locked inside a basement, drugged, tortured, and barely alive. But the most shocking part wasn't the crime. It was the suspects. A quiet pharmacy worker no one noticed, and the charming man who turned her into something far more dangerous. In the quiet, snow-covered town of Algonquin Bay, a horrifying secret was hiding behind ordinary faces. This is the chilling story of Edie Soames and Eric Fraser, a deadly duo whose crimes shocked an entire community. Edie Soames appeared harmless. She worked at a local pharmacy and lived a lonely, emotionally fragile life. To outsiders, she seemed shy, quiet, and easy to overlook. She blended into the background of everyday life, unnoticed by most people around her. But everything changed when she met Eric Fraser. Eric was charming, confident, and deeply manipulative. He had a calm, friendly personality that made him easy to trust. Yet beneath that calm exterior hid a violent and sadistic mind. Eric didn't just crave control, he wanted someone who would share his darkness and validate his twisted desires. And he found that person in Edie. Together they formed a disturbing partnership built on manipulation, fear, and obsession. Eric slowly pulled Edie deeper into his violent world, blurring the line between emotional dependence and criminal loyalty. What began as subtle psychological influence soon escalated into something far more dangerous. Their most terrifying crime involved the kidnapping of a young man named Keith London. Keith was abducted, drugged, and held captive in a basement. There he endured horrifying psychological and physical torture as the pair carried out their brutal fantasies. The basement became a symbol of their shared descent into darkness. Eric often positioned himself as the mastermind behind the crimes. However, he carefully pressured Edie to participate in the violence. He twisted her emotions, convincing her that harming others was proof of loyalty, love, and devotion. Over time, Edie became trapped in a cycle of fear, control, and moral collapse, unable, or unwilling, to escape the relationship. While the killers continued their horrifying acts, detectives John Cardinal and Lise Delorme were racing against time to uncover the truth. Each new clue revealed disturbing patterns, showing that the crimes were not random acts of violence. Instead, they were carefully planned by two individuals working together in a calculated and terrifying partnership. As investigators closed in, the fragile bond between Edie and Eric began to crack. Their relationship, built on manipulation and violence, started to collapse under pressure. The closer law enforcement came to exposing them, the more unstable and dangerous the pair became. The case of Edie and Eric reveals how psychological control can transform vulnerable individuals into willing accomplices. It also highlights how toxic relationships can spiral into unimaginable violence when manipulation and obsession replace empathy and reason. Although this story is fictional, it reflects real psychological patterns often seen in criminal partnerships, where one dominant personality manipulates another, leading to devastating and tragic consequences. Sometimes the most terrifying monsters don't hide in the shadows. Sometimes they hide behind relationships that seem completely ordinary, until it's too late.